Peace and blessings. It's me again. I don't know. Usually if I come on twice, YouTube don't be telling y'all, which is evil. Absolutely evil. So let me show you the dress that I purchased. And hopefully you like it too. I gotta go though. I gotta go to how are you? Good. I gotta go to the market. I wanna go. I want to go. I want to go because it's smart to go. I want to go because I got everything I want. So I actually want to go. But we have to see, to see how it go where I want to go. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let me show you the dress. Let me show y'all the dress so we can see it better because I got it from the store. There wasn't enough light. I want to see it too. Came outside. I'm so happy to be outside. I should be outside. So it crisscrosses. This is the pattern. Yes, this is how it looks. See? And it has this going across. If I don't like this going across, then I would make it real sexy. But then it has this back out, because I like back out. So I like arms out too. It's tie and dye. I'm sure I gotta hold it. It's tie and dye. It's long. It's gonna be so cute. It's gonna be so cute. I'm wearing it tomorrow, and it's a maxi. Yay! Team cute, team cute, team cute. I'm excited. I'm gonna buzz it. So we can't go buck wild. Can't go buck wild. I felt like I had to do that for myself because I am becoming. We love that word, don't we? Hey, Shanika, that's cute. Thank you. Really cute, homie girl. Better now. You know what? I've been blessed. Some people tell me that I usually know what will fit me out. Just once in a while, I get too overzealous, if you will, and then my eyes wanted for something I couldn't have. That wasn't gonna work for me. But usually it fits. I know it fits me, so I think it's gonna be very, very. I think it's gonna be very cute, and I think, let me see, what else do I want? So I've just been feeling like this new old me. It's like reclaiming parts of myself that I didn't necessarily discard. I grew, because, I started off 6 years ago. My anniversary is March 9th. That's what, next week or something? I started off with them kind of dresses, and then that's when I realized that I could have my own dresses. That's when we really started the party. No, I think when I got here, I started designing first, and then I found those dresses. I think those dresses came later. They didn't come right away. I found those dresses, and then I wore the heck out of them dresses. And then, I don't know what happened. I must have elevated and I started just really making my own stuff. So I started wearing the dresses. And then remember I met the other one. He was the artist. He was the tie-dye batik artist. So he was wearing his stuff. I was wearing my stuff. It was cute. And then now I feel like I miss those dresses. And one of our family members, Khadijah, she had mentioned that. We was at the Monkey Sanctuary and we had that tie-dye dress. It wasn't a maxi like this, but I'll get them to make shorter ones and the whole bit. I was like, yeah, you know what? I like that time too. I remember that time well. I remember that time very well. I can tell you stories about that time, and it was fun. It was innocent. La 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 la. It was an innocent time. It was like new. It was just exciting. It was. I mean, like, what else can I describe? It was just a really good time. It was a really fresh. Everything was still new. I just put my foot here, meaning like I think I was here like a year and a half to 2 years. I would say now 2 years. Yeah, I was here 2 years, and first year I designed. The second year I designed more, and by that time, the person that I designed with, me and him was, we wasn't doing it anymore. We had reached our place. He told me everything he could. I give him all the props. This Kwame George. He's the one that brought me in to the art center. I came to visit, and then the person that was the name family was his friend, and they was like, "This is who's going to take care of you while you're here, because you need somebody, you need family." And I was like, okay. And then we did so many beautiful things. Kwame taught me everything I know here. He taught me just so much about design, or could make it. If I wanted something, he could picture exactly what I wanted. And if it wasn't in here, then we would take the Chocho to different places and look at things. Like, I give him his props all of the time. And it was a lot of fun. And then I was wearing tie and dye hard then. After we parted, our partnership ended, and I met the other brother, and then we was just tie dyeing it and making head wraps and other stuff. And then I wanted to move. It's like, oh, we should go to the whatever, the hills, so the mountains, and there's that. So yeah, I've had some good times in Ghana. I know, look, that's like somebody about to say goodbye now. No, I'm not. But I've had some great times in Ghana. But I really remember those times that when I loved them. I did the other video, I called it the love-hate relationship of this place. Not Ghana, but this kind of here. But I really do love it. But I've been through different things, and it's all really good, to be honest. It was great, and it's so nice to come every once in a while. It's a vibe for sure. So I'm glad that I'm here. This guy is going to have to hide his book. But so life is good, y'all. Life is good, but I think my work is not here. I think I need to go to the market and go get some apples and some pawpaw and some bananas. I ain't got nothing. I mean, I don't say nothing. What I buy? What I come for? I ain't do the work. If you come this far down, you should go to the market. This market over here, the prices are excellent. You get more food for your money. It's better than shopping in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? It's way better than shopping in the neighborhood. So it's just, you don't come down here and don't get what you need. Period. End of story. Okay. So I'm gonna walk up there. I'm tired, y'all, but I'm glad I'm outside. Anyway, I'm babbling. So I just want to say that I really love you, and I really think that you are all the most fantastic, amazing people in my life. And I thank you so much for watching me, and I will see you all in the next video. I'm gonna go to the market. The market is so crowded, and you gotta watch your phone for real. In Makola, you heard about it. I could not ever take you with me. I would not want it. You really, really, really have to be very, very smart. Don't even play. When you go to that market, every time I go, Quake will be like, slip your bag up, hold your bag closer, check your bag. I'm like, oh my God, but it's true. They're so good too. They're amazing pickpocketers, but only petty crimes. Like, if I could say that, like, Ghana as a woman, like, I know I'm gonna go back to visit the States. I hope I don't get too lackadaisical, because here as a woman, I feel like you're totally safe. You kind of would probably take it for granted. You can walk around, at night fairly, I mean, it's safe. It's not a feeling of scared or don't go by this person. I mean, there's certain places you're not gonna really go at night, especially as an American tourist, but a woman feels really safe here. As a woman, I feel really safe. What my friend and I were saying, that, coming from the States and then add that coming from California, places like New York, both of them, there's really a lot to do. But here, the people are so culturally traditional, which is not a diss. that they're all in a festival, but it'd be like people following, it's like a parade more than a festival. And it's the same one every year, the same 5 celebrations of the same. I'll be so bored. It's that me and my sister friend. So we've seen a lot in the States. There's something about, y'all would not know this. Like, when you come to, like I say, an African country, then that's why you come. You come there for the traditions of those people. But when you come from a place like the USA, I'm just schooling y'all because y'all don't know, and I know we're not really, a lot of people ain't team red, white, and blue, but I've got to say this so y'all, I can maybe look through my eyes. We have a lot. We have the best of the best. The best of the best. We have such a variety of the best of the best. And I think that's what being in a non-homogenized country, you will start to miss. I believe this is me and her as a foreigner. You They be like, oh, the so and so festival, the same one every year. I know nothing happens. Mostly people just walk around. I don't know. I feel like they're easily entertained, and we are not easily entertained. One thing about Americans, we are so not. You better come with it, and you better come different than you did last year. Here is the same, exactly the same way, and people are. It's monotonous. It's a bit monotonous. Not that it's a diss. It's not trying to diss. It's just, you know, it was so great to have a conversation where I could say, I kind of, like I kept saying, I feel like I've seen it, done it, experienced it. I said that to you, all right? I say it again. I've been there, I've done that, I've experienced it. So it's almost kind of like not look forward to. I mean, I know there's different levels, like if you got a whole bunch of money, but I wouldn't be in those places that I would pay 400 CDs, like 40 CDs for orange juice. They're never going to get my 400 CDs, I wouldn't be, those are still the same of that, it's no. So, I mean, there's a lot, what do you say, Black Americans are dope, like, we, a different level of, creativity, and just even as far as art goes, and just kind of like, I think that Americans and artists in America have fought for art appreciation in many levels. And there's great artists here, but the appreciation is not there for them. So even they don't make money doing original art. They'll paint whatever you want. If you see an art piece, they'll paint that for you. So it's 1,000 times. So it's not, sometimes it loses the originality. Don't get me wrong, there's great independent artists, but I'm sure if you pay them, some of them they might. And it's not that it doesn't exist. It's just the level that I think we have in the States is a bit different. But I'm just saying my soul longs for a little bit of funk up in there. You know what I'm saying? Like only we could do. Yeah, I know. It's a hard conversation to have. It really is. It's a hard conversation to have. Because you're not trying to offend. It's just like, I bet if I went to Japan, people would say that. It's that homogenized. Like, and this is the rules, and this is the law, and this is the culture, and we don't push past it. And we don't, I want to be a better artist. Whatever way I'm doing my art, and whatever way I express myself, I want to be better, And in the places that are like it's like the souvenir shop. Sometimes these places could be a little bit like the souvenir shop. See, I know too much, and I'm a little too behind the scenes, so I'm maybe a little jaded too. I'm probably don't get as excited as one would get. So yeah, I'm a little bored. A little bored, a little bit. Yeah, I'm a little bored. I'm sorry. I know I feel like I shouldn't be saying these things. I don't feel like that. I feel like, I feel in both. It's not the Ghanaians I might watch. It's that the Black Americans will be like, don't bust our bubble. We're still coming. No, you should live here. Come, enjoy your life. It's just, I must need more money, apparently. But I want to delve into more of the arts and in a different way. And I just want to go back home to do that. And I miss having like certain conversations around everything. Oh, I'm sorry. And I'm just kind of, my brain, it just, I don't want it to go to sleep on me. And I think it could happen if I don't move around. You know, like you got to move yourself around so your bones don't start getting stiff. And my brain's a little stiff. It's not because it's not. When people say a car has a lot to do, it is, but it depends who you are. It depends who you are. It depends who you are. That is a lot to do. So I'll give you more details, but I'll do that more in the private coaching, private membership group. But so if I see, um, there's a word that I think, I don't want to say pessimistic, although that's probably a good word. Um, it's not because I don't love it. I've been here 6 years in a row, and it almost seems like, as far as diasporans go, that's like I said, we got a bunch of good money. It's like, I think a lot of people come here to relax. Yeah. And I just want to just honestly, how much relaxing can you do where it becomes, you know, boring? And it's not healthy either. I ain't never knew this. I ain't never know too much relaxation can kill your ass. It's a little too relaxed. You know, there's that. And especially for a certain age group, you got to make your own fun. You know what I'm saying? So I like the green butterfly because it does have a different vibrations outside. It's nice. You know, it's not always that nice looking here. You see, like it's a lot of rubble, rock, debris, concrete, hardness. But that one got grass and it's a setup and the stuff is quality. But it's only one place. You're gonna get tired of it, you know. So um, I just need to grow a little bit, and I need to hone my craft and I don't call it redesigning. I call it redeciding. The art of redeciding. So, because I'll make some and then I'll change it in 3 weeks because I decided to do something else. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to, now that I know that I love that, I would like to work with people that know, that's pushing. Yeah, I think also being in America, a lot of the American artists, it's like art is their life. And not that's not here. Here, art is your livelihood. It's not art as life, it's art as livelihood. And I know that they can be both. But oftentimes here, because it's not really appreciated in the same way, it's my opinion. It's not often both, you know what I'm saying? And I know art is like that in most places. Even in America, people have to fight for all of those programs and in residencies and fellowships. And I understand that. And they probably take them away. I don't know. They taking those away? I'm sure they might be. So this is just a different level. When you first come, you're not gonna see none of this. You're gonna think. That's why I said I don't know. I think people think I'm talking out my ass, but I mean, you could say 6 years is not a lot. I would beg to differ. Um, so just what I want to do. I think that America's gonna I just want to do like 3 to 6 months. Because there is the beauty of the laid-backness and the culture, meaning he ain't really coming out of that, you know what I'm saying? We can't funk it out, And I think it affects the people's minds, too, if you want my opinions. So I check and give it to you. So if somebody can make something here and that thing sells, they'll make that thing 1,000 times. I had artists in the States that if somebody said, "Oh, I love your art, put it on cups," some artists were absolutely insulted, and you couldn't pay them to put it on a cup or whatever that thing that they won't do. I like that. I like being in a place in yourself that there's stuff that you just not do. I'm not gonna do that. That's stuff that I don't do. Stuff that I won't sell. Stuff I might sell something mistakenly because they told me something I didn't know. But I never purposely go, this ain't the truth, or this ain't real, like this is, so there's gotta be something you won't do. I think that, I think Black Americans, because of the way Think about the enslavement of us was way different than of other diasporas. We, except for maybe the Sea Islands, which was very small compared to the millions of Africans that were brought to America, right? I say brought, I use the word lightly or politely. But when you think about the Caribbean, a lot of them, they were able to keep the African culture because it was all of them. They were the majority on the islands, right? We were the minority. And so we were stripped of so many things. I mean, I'm sure, and Korean people can tell me too, I'm sure you were stripped of the drums and the this and the dance. But there were certain things that were maintained in a way that I think African Americans really it was beaten out of us to not have it. And so we had to create a culture within from what we could remember of after 260 years of chattel slavery, or maybe it's 280. So that having to piece Africa and the remembrance of together, it came out in this very unique form. Whether it's visual art, whether it's jazz or the blues or ragtime, whether it's the way we wear clothes, design, even the way we talk and move, even our mannerisms. That's the culture that people don't understand. And definitely Afrocentricity, we made Afrocentricity. It comes from the Black American, to be honest, or the Black diasporans, Afro-American diasporans, kind of history, if you will. It was what we didn't, we never been here. We sang about it. We didn't think we was coming, okay? We already didn't have our language. We didn't have our religion. We didn't have our food. We didn't have any of those things. So we had to create something from nothing. We had, like I said, it was this remembrance of some sort, something that wasn't forgotten, but because it was pieces, we took all the pieces and we turned it into phenomenon, you know. And then I think also, given the idea what the red, white, blue used to be for some of us, it was a much more of a freedom of expression. So we may have not gotten the culture. We may say they have stripped us of our language, our culture, our religions, and this and that. But in some ways, it allowed us to not have to stand in line or stay in line and follow the tradition, even if it's not a very good tradition. Female mutilization, clitoral mutilation, child brides, there's more stuff. Violence against women on a normal damn day, slavery with the houseboy and the housegirl type energy. There's a lot that we avoided. So we were able to express what girls should be doing, what boys are only allowed to do. We fought all of that in the States. Equality. So it made us who we were, who we are. And it's different. It's like a taste that only when you taste it, you remember it. You can't even describe it. I don't know if I'm doing it well. So there is this, it's good to come home. But I will agree with the people that say that that's our home too. And in some ways, the first will become the last, the last will become the first. It's our first home, in all honesty. It's the home we know. And I understanding those people that say those things. And it's not the ugly stuff that's out blatantly and the treatment is so horrible. It's what we've done and what that looks like as a culture and an art form, and a religion. And even what we've done to the religion they gave us. The way Black Americans do church, I've not ever seen that anywhere else through other Black people. Maybe because our colonization wasn't the Englishmen that sat in the colonies. it was a different way that we would express ourselves. And I think the pain, which is why I talk about pain a lot, is why the music is so, the jazz and the blues and the telling our stories and the Negro spirituals and I don't even talk about church music, gospel. It, it's a reason it's birthed in that way. It feels that way. It sounds that way. Ragtime and tap dance and yeah, so many beautiful forms back there. So yeah, it's a different type of expression. So I miss that, and I miss that having conversations with women about. I think that Black Americans are also because of the access to education. We're very, very smart, very intelligent too, and and still revolutionary with it. Revolutionary just is that we force change. It's because of us that everybody else even benefits from that change that comes, especially other Black people. So, like I know them, the Africans, they like to hear their mother tongue when they're abroad. You kind of want to hear your mother tongue. See, to the outside world, they think that we're speaking English. We're not. We don't turn the whole English language that the dictionary got to change because of the words we be coming up with. And we do it so quickly. And now that's out of style. Nobody say it like that no more. Always changing, always growing, always moving. Is it perfect? Oh no, it's not. But it's just the things that you can. It's another thing too. Like we've seen the best of the best, the John Coltrane's, the McCoy Tyners, the Ella Fitzgeralds, the Patti LaBelle's, the Aretha Franklin. So sometimes you be hearing somebody singing, you can't even. No, this ain't James Brown. Like we need James Brown. Like it's Stevie Wonder. Like it's not Earth, Wind and Fire. The Spinners. Like I mean, we got some shit. Tupac, Biggie Smalls. We can keep going here. Giving me something she can feel. You miss that soul. It's not soul. It's not very soul. There's definitely a lot of emotion. Yes, thank you, Shanika. Thank you for having this conversation with me. And in our dress, and in our style, and in our walk, and in our art, and in our food, and it's a whole life. In our and our talk, and our swag, and we're amazing. And it's just and it's still African. It's just it's our Africa. The way we had to feel it and see it and interpret it. And this should not, so it's value, it holds value, it's valuable. But we fought to be recognized for that. So there's that too. We fight to keep our culture and fight to keep our games, that was taken away. I hope we will continue to do that, Because us not being in the world, it's going to be a very bland ass place. I'm going to tell you that one. So, it's a lot of this. I'm not really ready to sit by the beach and have cocktails at the, and marry the cabana boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, marry the cabana boy and we'll just sit by the beach and celebrate the same holiday, the same exact way, the same exact time. That's okay, I know. I know that's how I'm doing. I'm so sorry. Oh no, lighthearted. Hang on, lighthearted. I've done my genealogy. Do you mean through DNA ancestry? Because if you mean that, you might not. Some people, I don't know. But yeah, my people are from North Kakalaki on my mama's side, New Orleans, and other parts of Louisiana on my father's side. I'm Black American. Through and through. Through and through. Through and through. So, so yeah, um, I don't really see much more. There seems like a cap that you kind of feel here. It's like it's a cap. No, we're happy. You got money in your pocket, right? It's not everything. Like I want money, but I still want I want elevation. You know. So you get a great artist, you're like, oh my God, you're so great. And they'll make the same thing. Because they can make the money off that, they don't deviate. Now I have one, there was one, I'm just in a place that I live, just to say that. And he used to make, he was a carver, I say he was, but he would make these, I don't know, they got this thing where they make penises. It's the big, I don't know. The foreigners apparently love it, not us foreigners. And I remember I wanted him to make all the other things. And the person I was with at the time, he said he can't. He don't. All he makes these because that's what sell. So you kind of lose your chops. It's kind of down because you are now only working to eat. Which, hey, at least you ain't out here, slaving to somebody else's job. And if you can't read it right, it's beautiful. If you can read it right, it's beautiful. But if you say, hey, we never think about doing this, or it's not, but this sells. Damn it, y'all don't get it. Ain't nobody trying to make art just to sell. No, I'm sorry. It's a joke, not a joke. You know what I'm saying? It's the irony of it. But I think we think that, just we think on those. I think that, I think education is good. I think it allows you to critically think. And I think we have a lot of critical thinking. I think we're forced to critically think in the red, white, and blue. I don't think that's rewarded here. You're not supposed to have a, what's the word, different opinion than what the society says, even if it's right or wrong. There's some great books you can read. There's a sister, her name is Peace Midi. I don't know how to pronounce it. She's an airway, but she's American. She's a professor. And she wrote a great book. One is called Night Bloom, and the other one is called His Only Wife. And there's a lot of other African authors from Nigeria and Ghana that really writes about, did much more eloquently, and they tell the story of just fiction, but that what happens to them too when they go to the States, why a lot of them come back. It's like, you want me to come back and have less. It's not progressive enough in some ways. So they want to stay in the States too. They don't really want to come back, but we coming back more than some of the African diasporans, and I understand that side too. I wouldn't put them on it. They got all this hierarchy, and then they got to take care of 1,000 people, and they're rich, so but they're really not. I mean, they've got good money. They're doing great. They're very intelligent. They don't joke when they come to America. They be like, listen, y'all can sit around and skip classes. We ain't skipping class, okay? And become doctors and very prominent, and So it's not one or the other. It's interesting. It's a conversation that I really don't think. I feel like these kind of YouTube videos are very mamby-pamby. Everybody has a mission because either they're trying to sell something, right? Trying to sell a package of living here, or sell why you should get out of the country and be in this one. And then once I guess they get you to get there, then they kind of abandon you in some ways, because they don't talk about what happens to the people that's been here 6 years, 10 years, 15 years. What is that to be kind of, it's almost like another stripping, but voluntarily this time, of a culture that you really are now. You're really that other culture. And even this culture that you think that you are, they don't even think that you are. What happens to that person? What does that person psychologically goes through? It's a giving up now. It's a giving up. So it's layered if you choose to go through the layering, and most people don't, child. No, okay, I think you are so eclectic, wise, beautiful, and brave. Oh, thank you, lighthearted. I love you. Yeah, you not the DNA. I feel you were saying that. Okay, yeah. No, I mean, I I think I do have the stories. Even on the DNA though, you have a way to do your family tree, and a lot of it even though they're sending you information that this may be a match, we think we found your great 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 grandfather and great aunt. Then you go back to your family and say, do you know this person? Have you heard this story? So you could work with both if you want to, but no, I mean, and even through DNA, let me say this, I did the research and I then asked my oldest living aunt, who's still alive, I think she's 100 and something, in North Carolina, Greensville, and she named every single name of her brothers that the DNA had, because I wrote everything down to go ask her about it. She started naming the names. It was, because she over 100 years old. But But thank you for that. I love that. Very interesting distinction. Yes, hey Sanov. Eclectic, wise, beautiful, and brave. Yes, and I'm not saying that don't come or don't move or don't live abroad. Like, absolutely, I would be a hypocrite. I ain't saying I want to go back to the red, white, and blue. I need the people to know that, because I'm saying this is just thoughts and feelings that you don't often have. Even here, when you come here, you know what happens when you get a bunch of diasporans, particularly Black American ones, because we tend to hang together. We got to. That's good. That's a good idea. It's not nothing bad with that. Nothing bad. I love diaspora communities. I swear, to this one to come, we're so lucky to be here. Aren't we glad we got out? We're so lucky to be here. God, we're in Africa. Nothing deeper, nothing deeper, nothing deeper. We're just, oh my God, I know we're sitting by the beach. We living in life. Let me have another one. It's and there ain't nothing wrong with it. We wear nice clothes, we wear food, we wear, about the curry, same thing. We wear, we be wearing our shit, you know what I'm saying? We sitting back and we're fucking the cabana boy. Okay, I'm sorry. And that's about it. I mean, if that works for somebody, I think they should just have at it. But I tend to need a little. But I'm grateful because being here and sitting my ass down, I can even have thoughts like this. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of still in the pleasure. I was talking to my friend today, and she said she met a little girl. And you meet little young children all the time. They say, "Oh, can I have your phone number? You have mine," because they really want you to get them back to America. And they actually, the kids are much more honest. They just come out with it. Will you take me to America? And she said something that the little girl said, well, if I can't go to America, I want to live here. Like, I want the Black American lifestyle. I want to have that lifestyle. And I mean, I looked at her. It is a lifestyle. It's very much of a lifestyle. We got it going on. You know what I'm saying? We live in a nice, quiet, wonderful life. And a lot of diasporans, that's what they do. They do a lot of things. They have gatherings, they have game night, I love that we have created communities to do things and have fun. But this is then what happens. So sometimes when you're in a place like the States, right, you can find your weirdo people. Like, I'm a weirdo, so, you can find them people and hang out with them. But because you're in this diasporan community that you're all supposed to get along, aren't you all diasporan? Aren't you all Black American? Or it could be Korean American. Aren't you all the same people? I've seen, and they tell you, and they say, I've seen your sister, even though you never met the woman, it's because she's American like you. Oh, I have seen your sister is there. It just means somebody that comes from the same country, which is beautiful. But the fact is, we ain't all the same. We ain't all the same. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, okay, we kind of all got to get along. We really, really don't, because we're highly spiritual. We're highly biblical over here, and we got our California people. Californians, we don't really have no religion. I mean, we just kind of doing our own damn thing. When you got your New York with and Atlanta people, I love y'all. Y'all is real estate down. They're like, we got the bill, we got the own, we got the bill, we got the own. And then you got New Yorkers. Don't meet a lot of New Yorkers. I don't really meet that many New Yorkers. So they be hustling, child. We got to pay bills. Got to pay the damn bill, yeah. It's like, you know what? Wait a second. There's got to be some something going on around this piece. But it don't be. It just be We moseying along. And let me just talk about moseying along. I'm not down playing moseying along. I mean, some people tired. They don't want jobs really life. We got a lot of military people, veterans that I would honestly say they come to Africa. It's the most amazing thing. I guess they figure we don't this shit. We can't even tell you about it. We feel we're gonna come home. We feel guilty. I love it. But so you know, it's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong. It's just a perspective if you really go deep. And so once I said it aloud, my sister friend said she was feeling the same way. I'm gonna tell you, she said something. She said, if I didn't have a man that I loved and a house that I owned, because this now, so let's go to the other side. The other side of that is, I don't own 4 plots of land in the States. Let's go to what's anchoring us. She's right. Or a 5-bedroom home, or even the idea of having 3 apartments and renting one out. This is where you start getting like, but if you don't have anybody, if you don't have friends, you don't have a man, this could be a very lonely place. I remember I used to counsel and coach a young lady. Vanessa, I don't know if you ever around. She's in the UK. She used to watch me years ago. She's Ghanaian, but she was born in the UK. She came back. She didn't really have that many connections. The one she had was auntie from an aunt from an uncle from an auntie from an uncle. You know, very far removed. And she said she was so lonely because she really didn't have any family, friends. You become now the outsider, even though you're Ghanaian, but you wasn't born here. And she went back to the UK. You know, and back then I was in Ghana. I mean, I was in America. I wasn't even thinking about Ghana. It wasn't on my radar, like Africa at that point. You know, not to actually, I could live there, like it's a beautiful thing. I didn't even understand it then. I was like, wait, she crazy. You know, my mom, I didn't say it, but you know, I mean, lovingly, you know how black people say, you crazy. You know, we don't really mean you mentally ill. Unless you are, and that's okay too. Everybody's invited to the cookout, okay? So, I get it now, you know. So I think a lot of reasons why a lot of the women do get the local land is because it ain't much else to do. Like, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? You know, you need something to hold on to. You know, you need something to hold on to. So I think not having that is also makes me restless. Hey, darling, how are you? So. But I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that just because there's nothing else to do. I don't want I got to build the person up and teach him and take him around and expose him to, I can't do it. I did it. I did it already. It's fucking draining and tiring as hell, child. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I need you to come with it, or I need you to show me some shit. I can't do it. Oh, sorry. I got a really personal thing. But I can't do it. I've done it, and it feels so low vibrational, you know, because you the smartest one in the room. I don't want to be the smartest one in the room, or I don't want to be the one with the newest idea. I don't know. I need something to pull me up, you know. I need to be pulled up. So you settle for a lot. Settle for a lot. It's a lot of settling, especially in relationships. It's quite settling. And I don't really want to do that. So I'm an old chick, so that's a whole other thing for me. Sex is not my motivating factor for me. It's not a motivating factor. You got the wrong girl. I mean, I'm going the other way. My sex moving up the kundalini and the spine, and going back to the ethers, and you know, returning back with more information. I'm up here, you know. So there's that, like on the real. So I'm like, y'all still want to do all that? Oh, child, we tell all our business today. We're like, y'all really into that, huh? You still wanna? Oh, well, I mean, I'm not that I don't. It just, you know, it's not the highlight of my day, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, that's personal. Whatever. I done came here to philosophize. So, you know, but when I was in it, like I was. I knew something was missing. You know, I knew something was missing. You know, a lot of people would think that, you know, you're strong. Like, I really don't want to be the one with all the ideas and the leader all the time. I would like I don't know, like an exchange. I miss exchanging. Not, and since I'm not, it doesn't need to always be romantic for me. I will do great going back because people are like, oh, you ain't gonna find no man. I ain't looking for no. I'm looking for a man. Can I have a conversation? Can we just, I'm not looking for that. I really want to go back and strengthen my art. Just to be honest with you, I really want to go back and I want to push the envelope. I want to push the. I I I'm I can tell that I don't. I could push these designing of my house and redeciding and colors and I don't know enough to push it. I can't remember what that pushing it is that we as African Americans do. Because whether you think it or not, you're conforming. You have to. It's highly cultural. You have to conform. You may think you're not, but you're conforming. Because you're tired of saying that, be like, it'll never work, or we don't do that here, or it's like, oh, damn it. And you'd be like, okay, don't argue, just go, you know? So, um, I want to even be like, oh my God, you're doing that? I would never do that. Like, so I just want that push. I want to take it to the future. This is a stick. No, to me, this is a stick and you use it to, I don't know, bang on the ground. No, this is a stick and I'm about to make a drum beat. It's just, I need us to take the jelly, the glass that the jelly, this is for young people. We used to buy jelly. I know it's still doing it. It comes in a glass. Well, after we finished, it was a glass that we drank out of. You understand what I'm saying? You did not throw the jelly jar away. Like, you didn't throw the Crisco can away. You kept it because you're going to keep that grease. You're going to keep that grease and you're going to put it in the Crisco can. Sometimes you got money in the Crisco can too. We had our susus too. We called it the Crisco can. Susu. Susu is a container here that has a slit. And you save money that way. I do it all the time. It's a beautiful concept. But we did it too. It was the Crisco can or the cookie jar. Cookie jar didn't just have cookies. It's the making something out of nothing. I mean, we do it well. We do it well. Like I said, I was watching this. I watch a lot of artists on YouTube, and there's an elder, but he died in 2016, I believe. His name was Thornton Dial, Dial, and he was a Southern man from Alabama, black of course, and he would turn people that not just trash into these sculptures and this beautiful. Just to see this real Southern man with this beautiful Southern accent have this genius in him. And somebody saw him and brought him to, all the popular galleries. And he's, look him up. Thornton Dial. It's on YouTube. Find him. He's amazing. He's past, but his work. I don't see that. I just love that. I want to do art because I can't not do it. And then like I said, I think something I think is very beautiful, and I'm sure here as well, I just don't get out as much, is that I find artists to be so damn smart. They're just all very intelligent, very brilliant, very thoughtful, very expressive, and I just love that, I really love all of that. So yeah, yeah, I love all of that. Yeah, you staying a little too hard. Say something. Okay. Yeah, so there's all of that, but it's beautiful. I'm not comparing. I am comparing. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm comparing and contrasting. That's all I'm doing. But yeah, I'm really having a lot of fun, and I'm just saying as they say. I'm just saying. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. We used to live in Greensboro years ago when our kids were in school. Oh, did you, Sanam? I loved my people from Greensville, but I love Greensboro because that was where the campus is, and it has those beautiful. I don't know, is it like Greensboro 7 or Greensboro 8? I think it's called. Don't get me wrong. It has the brothers in front of the campus, and whoever did that sculpture is just beautiful. So, yeah, I like North Carolina. I liked it a lot. Yes. Are you telling me the South is not the South anymore? Oh, I'm not. I'm in Ghana, West Africa. So I don't know if I ain't been back in the States in 6 years. I don't know what is what. Apparently nothing's the same anymore in the red, white, and blue. Travis. But I know, that those people, because they hear my accent, they don't think I'm probably in Ghana, but I'm in Ghana. But I'm from Brooklyn and California, but nobody gets that part. And they're like, you still got your New York accent. Well, that's how it go. You gotta say something. You gotta have something. All right. Anyway, chitty chitty bang bang. We chatted. It was fun. I love y'all. Thank you so much for allowing me to even express myself. And because I don't often get to do it, I don't really have anybody else to express myself with in person. Because I don't think even a lot of guys, parents, they're here. They don't want to talk about the complexities of. Listen, we're here. Okay, we ain't over there. We ain't dealing with all that shit. There's a point. There's a point to this now. And I get it, I really get it. So, all right, let me get on to this. I'm going to Timber Station. I'm going to I'm trying to see what the money I got in my pocket is going to suffice. Because I be going to these ATMs over here, they be taking all my money. And I particularly don't like that shit. All right, anyway, I'll see you on the next one. Yeah, I'm from New York. I'm from New York. I'm from New York. New York. All right, I'll talk to you later. Peace and love.